Look into the endless darkness of space. A flicker appears, a light, faint yet strangely familiar. Not a star, not a comet, but something intentional. The James Webb Space Telescope has spotted something extraordinary. A planet with lights. Lights that seem deliberate, almost like the glow of a distant city. Could this be the sign we've been searching for? Who or what is behind those lights, and what could they mean? The answer might just change everything we know about our universe. What if the lights are proof of something we've only dreamed of, another civilization out there, waiting to be discovered? A few months ago, an unassuming corner of our universe caught the attention of scientists. It was just another rocky planet orbiting a distant star, catalogued and logged by the incredible precision of the James Webb Space Telescope. At first glance it seemed like nothing remarkable, another exoplanet among the thousands we've already identified, but what they saw next made this planet stand out from the rest. As the telescope's infrared sensors analyzed the surface, something peculiar became apparent. A rhythmic flickering of light. Not a star's glare or a reflection off an icy surface. No, this light was artificial. It had patterns. Scientists were puzzled. It wasn't a flare from the sun or volcanic activity, it was something else, something controlled. The realization hit, could this be the sign of intelligent life? The discovery quickly became headline news. Major media outlets picked up on the mysterious signals, sparking public fascination. Was this the first true evidence of extraterrestrial intelligence? Speculation grew, and with it excitement, but also anxiety. What kind of civilization might be out there, sending signals in the darkness of space? What if they were advanced, even more so than us? These thoughts consumed scientists and the general public alike. The discovery triggered an avalanche of analysis and debate within the scientific community. Could this be an error in the telescope systems? Could cosmic dust or other phenomena be playing tricks on us? Scientists from NASA, the European Space Agency, and universities worldwide teamed up to scrutinize the data. They pored over every byte of information, recalibrating the sensors, checking for glitches, anything to disprove what their hearts wanted to believe. But the lights remained, flickering on, off, in distinct repeating patterns. It was almost as if they were trying to send a message. The planet, named K2537b, orbits a star not unlike our Sun. But what makes it remarkable is its position, right in the habitable zone. Water could exist there, potentially even oceans. The atmosphere seemed to have traces of gases similar to those produced by biological life. Oxygen, methane, even hints of carbon dioxide. Everything pointed to the possibility of a thriving ecosystem. But artificial light? That changes the entire conversation. The question now wasn't just, is there life? It became, is there civilization? This discovery led to countless late-night meetings, international collaborations, and debates that stretched on for weeks. Some researchers felt a growing certainty that these lights were proof of advanced technology, streetlights, power sources, or even signals meant for others in the galaxy. Others argued it could be natural phenomena we simply did not understand yet. The tension between hope and skepticism was palpable, but no one could deny the allure of what might be out there. As astronomers zoomed in on the flickering lights, a chilling thought began to form. What if we were looking at a city, imagine a bustling metropolis like New York or Tokyo, but on a distant planet? What if the lights we saw were the equivalent of streetlights illuminating an alien night? The thought is both exciting and terrifying. Could these beings be like us, just a little more advanced, or maybe a lot more advanced? And if they have cities, what kind of culture do they have? Are they peaceful explorers like us, or do they harbor darker intentions? Think about it for a moment. How would we as a species react to finding out that another civilization exists? Would we try to make contact, send messages of peace, or would we fear what we don't understand and try to keep our distance? These are the questions plaguing scientists right now. To make things even more complicated, the light patterns, once they were analyzed further, seemed almost purposeful. They appeared to change in response to something, perhaps even the light from our very own telescope. Imagine this, a civilization out there catching a faint glimmer from an object far away, our telescope, and flashing their own light back as if to say, "We see you too." It's a profound moment that could change the course of humanity. What if, for the first time, we truly had proof that we were not alone, not just microbes or single-celled organisms, but beings capable of technology, of communication? What might they be like? Would they look like us, humanoid with 2 legs and 2 arms? Or would they be something entirely different, beyond our comprehension? The possibilities are endless, and they only add to the mystery. Could they be reaching out because they are curious just like us, or are they perhaps far more advanced, merely studying us from afar, as we might observe ants in a terrarium? But not everyone is convinced. There are skeptics, of course. Some believe it could all be a natural phenomenon we don't yet understand. Perhaps the lights are caused by geological activity, similar to the glow of lava here on Earth, or an unusual type of reflective mineral reacting with the atmosphere. But the patterns, those intricate repeating sequences, are hard to explain away. The planet itself is roughly the size of Earth, with a day that lasts about 27 of our hours. Scientists believe that its atmosphere, if it indeed harbors one, could support some kind of life. And the lights? The lights are concentrated on the dark side of the planet, just where you'd expect a civilization to illuminate its surroundings. It's an eerie parallel to our own world. What if this civilization is like us, on the verge of major discoveries, or perhaps they've already gone beyond what we can imagine? Could they have telescopes trained back at us? Could they be watching us just as we're watching them? And the biggest question of all, should we attempt contact, or would that be too dangerous? These questions aren't just theoretical. They force us to confront our fears, our hopes, and our collective imagination. How advanced could they be? Could they have already surpassed us in technology, reaching a level of development that makes our accomplishments seem primitive? Or are they perhaps at a stage similar to our own, trying to figure out their place in the cosmos, just as we are? The scientific community is split. Some say this is our moment, a chance to answer one of the greatest questions humanity has ever asked. Are we alone? Others warn of caution. Remember the countless stories in science fiction that caution against announcing our presence to the universe. What if the beings on K2537b are hostile? What if, by reaching out, we invite danger we can't even comprehend? Think about it. In our own history, when civilizations encountered each other for the first time, it often didn't end well for the less advanced society. Are we the advanced explorers here, or are we naive children playing with a fire we don't understand? And yet, the temptation is undeniable. What if we could learn from them, learn how to harness new technologies, cure diseases, solve problems like energy crises or climate change? The potential benefits seem almost endless. The debate rages on with passionate arguments on both sides. Some see this as a defining moment, an opportunity we must seize. Others see it as a potential Pandora's box, one that, once opened, could spell disaster for our planet. There are so many unknowns, and that's what makes this discovery both thrilling and terrifying. So what do? Some suggest sending a carefully crafted radio message, something simple, something that shows who we are. Maybe even something mathematical, a universal language that any intelligent civilization could understand. But there's a risk. What if they don't understand? Or worse, what if they do, and they don't like what they hear? Others argue for patience. Instead of sending messages, why not just watch? Continue to observe, learn as much as we can before making any kind of move. The lights themselves might be enough, a message that says, we're here, and we're curious, but cautious. It's a delicate game, one that could have consequences far beyond anything we can imagine. Imagine if we did make contact. Imagine if, one day, we received a reply, a signal from deep space that isn't just random noise but a structured message. What would it say? Would it be a greeting, a warning, a question? The idea alone is enough to send chills down your spine. It's the stuff of dreams, and of nightmares. What if they responded with something that challenged everything we thought we knew? What if they provided answers to questions about the universe, about existence, about our very nature? Or on the other hand, what if their message was simple, stay away? Meanwhile, on Earth, the world has erupted into speculation. News channels are buzzing, social media is ablaze with theories, hopes, and fears. Some people are excited, hoping that this means we'll soon have answers to questions we've been asking for centuries. Others are fearful, worried about what could happen if we're not careful. Religions are weighing in, philosophers are debating the implications, and even everyday people are wondering what this means for their lives. If intelligent life exists out there, what does that mean for us? Are we just one of many civilizations in the universe? Are we special? Or are we just another species struggling to understand its place in a vast, indifferent cosmos? And more importantly, how will this change how we see ourselves? Will we come together as a planet united by the knowledge that we're not alone, or will we let fear drive us apart? The impact on humanity could be profound. It could bring about a new era of unity with nations working together to figure out our place in the cosmos, or it could deepen our divisions, with fear and suspicion ruling the day. It's a pivotal moment, one that could determine the course of our future, and how we choose to respond could say as much about us as it does about the beings on K2537b. For now, the lights on K2537b remain a mystery, a beacon in the dark, reminding us of how much we still don't know. The James Webb Space Telescope has given us a glimpse into a world that may be far more like our own than we ever imagined. But whether that world holds friends, foes, or something entirely different is a question that remains unanswered. One thing is certain, we can't look away. The lights are there, shining through the darkness of space, daring us to find out more. And maybe, just maybe, they're waiting for us to take that first step. The universe is vast, mysterious, and beautiful, but it's also full of questions that we may finally be on the verge of answering. Perhaps one day we will understand those lights. Perhaps they will lead us to discoveries beyond our wildest dreams, or to challenges that will test us like never before. Either way, we must remain curious, cautious, and hopeful. The answers are out there, and it's only a matter of time before we find them. As we sit here on our small blue planet looking up at the stars, we're reminded that we are just a tiny part of something so much bigger. The discovery on K2537b is more than just a scientific finding. It's a reminder of our potential, our curiosity, and our desire to connect. So, what do you think? Should we reach out? Should we send a message, take that risk, and see what's out there? Or should we wait, watch, and learn more before making ourselves known? One day we might find the answers. One day, those lights might lead us to something incredible. Until then, we keep looking, keep asking, and keep wondering, because that's what makes us human. The quest for knowledge, the need to understand, and the hope that, somewhere out there, we might just find a friend. The universe is calling to us. And the question is, are we ready to answer?